Angel Wings, a K-drama inspired visual novel exploring themes of isolation, dependence, and autonomy, set in an unfamiliar new city. As the player, you begin your journey from rock bottom. No job, no friends, and no motivation. But upon answering a mysterious phone call, you awaken in an unknown place filled with new faces. Through intricate relationships and thoughtful introspection, you will experience love, catharsis, or heartbreak. Will you soar to new heights or fly too close to the sun? Angel Wings, baby. So this is a free-to-play like dating sim, and Angel Wings, it is, some of the characters in here are, it's very clear that they're based off of actual K-pop artists, and honestly that's like the main reason this game caught my attention, because like I was scrolling through Steam and then I was like, okay, you know what's new, and then I saw Angel Wings. I was like, interesting. I clicked on it, and then like legit in the cover photo it had this. Look kind of familiar, you AOA fans? But anyways, yeah, this is a visual novel, so it's gonna be a lot of reading. Start. What? Exit. Is this my name? Devin. I just type female, male. Can I change the number? Sure. New Elvis City. Oh my gosh. This is very, very clearly AOA related. Okay, I'll pick up the phone. Hey yo, baby girl. Devoted to the loving memories of years past, which we so fondly cherish. Angel Wings. Yeah, because like the thing is, the K-pop group AOA, it stands for Ace of Angels, so I mean, kind of makes sense. And then to you AOA fans, this person right here should look familiar. Just saying. Nice to meet you, Devin. Now, who are you? Who am I? The hermit? The high hierophant? The world? I don't know what the heck that was. Those who value the gift of introspection. Those who seek the comfort of tradition. Those who embrace a new beginning. Definitely not this one out of these three. I'm gonna just go with the world. Sure. I don't know. Let's just go with that one. Alright, Devin. Welcome to your story. Thanks. The story of Devin the World. That is not, no, I do not like that title. I do not like that title at all. Ooh, what a nice bedroom. This isn't my room. Where am I? I've awoken in a place that's nothing like what I know. This is no small, affordable housing apartment. This is a fully furnished modern home. Complete with exposed concrete walls matched with various touches of polished marble. I find myself in a comical, and no doubt expensive, ode to this decade's design fads. Moving further along the corridor, abstract paintings and small shrub-like plants adorn what would otherwise be an entirely barren sea of white and gray hues. It's pretty well decorated. The owner seems to have taste. But this doesn't feel like it could be someone's home. This feels more like a computer rendering of a model home, afforded to only the fabulously wealthy, or those who living or those living far beyond their means. What am I doing here? Oh shoot! My hands reflexively snap to my pockets. As I I pull out what appears to be the same model phone that I picked up earlier. Hi, Devin. Be at Sun Cafe by noon. You can look up the address. Wow. You just gonna make me look it up? You ain't gonna send me the address? Couldn't you just easily send me the address? Nah, I gotta go look it up and then somehow click onto the wrong address or type in the wrong address, end up somewhere else. And then I'll be like, hey, I'm here, where are you? And they're gonna be like, oh, I'm here waiting on you, where you at? And I'm like, oh, but I'm here. Anyways, no, I don't think I'd be able to call myself enough to speak coherently. Part of me is also more afraid of finding out who's going to pick up. Who is this? How do they know my name? What is Sun Cafe? My thoughts are racing at an indescribable pace. Questions fill my mind faster than I can process them. Should I call this number to figure out what's going on? Do I actually get a choice? Who is this? Oh, what is Sun Cafe? You'll be working there from now on. Good luck, and don't be late. What? Okay, so not only did I wake up in like some random fantasy strange world that I have no idea what is about, I got a job? Who are you and what am I doing here? What are you and who are you doing? Yeah, I hope some of y'all get that reference. I'm a little busy right now. We can talk later. You can call me Kay. Oh, and find your route on Wi-Fi. I didn't pay for a data plan. Sorry. Okay, I guess. What exactly have I gotten myself into? You didn't get yourself into anything. You were put into this situation. And you couldn't even get me the cheapest data plan? Really? Okay, that's the least of your problems, okay? I hesitated to follow the instructions given to me. However, I figure exploration can't hurt me. The phone's GPS guides me towards my destination, a small coffee shop just a few blocks away. Did I even read that last sentence? Whoops. Briskly making my way towards my destination, I noticed the unusual cleanliness of the city around me. The house I came from is only an example of the simple, minimalistic aesthetic employed in this urban sprawl. There are trees all along the sidewalks, and none of the buildings appear to be more than a few years old. That's a nice car. I like that boulder. That is a nice boulder. Really nice car. Okay, Devin, stop getting sidetracked. It doesn't feel like the present day. More like a few years in the future. More like a computer render of what reality could be. How long have I been out for? Am I in a simulation? The Matrix? I quickly check my reflection in one of the windows of a nearby building. There are no sinister men in suits pursuing me, and all my facial features seem to be where I last left them. This is good news. Well, I could always wish for an improvement. My phone says it's March 6th. 3 days have passed since I picked up the phone in the snow. I was out for 3 whole days? This city doesn't feel densely populated. In fact, it barely feels alive here. A handful of pedestrians loiter about the concrete side of walkways, seeming to be in no particular hurry to get anywhere. Starbucks. That's basically what the... Come on, let's face it. This is Starbucks. I walk into the coffee shop where a small package with my name on it is resting on the counter. Excuse me, I'm new here. The cashier, an unremarkable young man in his 20s, nods towards the package. I open the plastic wrapping to find my uniform, a green apron with a lady on it. Looks familiar. Yeah, you think? A few hours later, I think I've mastered the art of brewing coffee. Wow, really straight into it. I've discovered the secret to the perfect roast through this craft. You put the correct amount of water in, add the corresponding amount of grounds, then you press the brew button. Amazing. It's not a very challenging job. It's kept me busy today, but there are no revelations to be had here. So homeboy's not even questioning the thought that he's working at a Starbucks. Or he's working at Sun Cafe that he did not even apply for. Not even gonna question that? I mean, I guess. It does give me a lot of time to think, though. Think about the infinite possibilities of why I'm here, in this situation right now. Should I consider this bad? I've been displaced from my home and thrown into a job that's probably beneath my ability by a stranger I've never even seen nor heard of. I shouldn't say it's beneath me. I was doing nothing before. Filling the empty space with something, anything, is improvement, I think. Most of all, I'm enjoying the people watching, seeing the different types of people who come and go, working through their daily routines. The city is foreign and unfamiliar to me, but people look like people, and coffee is coffee. I'm most interested in a specific customer that's been here since I arrived. A small, very small girl, sitting in the corner, face buried in a book. Her long brown hair flows over her shoulders and trails down to her lower back. Okay, so I actually don't really know who this person is based off of. If this lady is based off of a member from AOA, I don't know. I don't really keep up with AOA too much, but I do like some of their music. My eyes are drawn to her white buttoned shirt, tied with a black bow. Her hair seems to frequently interfere with her literary goals, as she keeps stopping to push it out of the way, revealing a large set of dark brown eyes. Her iced coffee has long since melted into murky water, but she doesn't seem to notice. While people watching, sometimes I wonder what others' lives are like. Maybe she's a student, maybe a writer. I'm not sure. Okay. We all, well, maybe not all of us, but a lot of us should know who this lady is just by looking at the eyes. Excuse me. Interrupted by a listless, relaxed voice, I realized that I had momentarily shirked the duties of my job in order to daydream about a complete stranger. Embarrassed, I turned my head. Wow. I'm immediately struck by one of the most beautiful women I've ever laid eyes on. Even though she's wearing a mask, I can tell she's gorgeous. Yes, COVID. Keep the masks on, you know what I mean? Voluminous, dusky black hair frames her small face, with sleepy eyes dark as midnight, making unwavering contact. Her slim, athletic frame is adorned with a black tank top and white jeans. I couldn't tell you exactly why I find her breathtaking, but rest assured, I'm clawing for oxygen. Held by her hypnotic gaze, hypnotic, I think it's hypnotic, I stumble over my words, unable to bring myself back to reality. Snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Yes. How can I help you, today? Small iced Americano, please. Sure, name? Sola. How do you spell that? Never mind, I'll figure it out. Let me see. A C Phlegm. That's all my jokes. It's just references to other things. I'd better make the best Americano I've ever made in my 3 hours of this coffee making life. Oh, that's a trash way to spell it. It's hot, stupid. Oh, I just now realized that. That's not a very nice slogan. The Sun Coffee. It's hot, stupid. The rest of the day passes by uneventfully. Thankfully, I don't think I could stand to live if another girl that pretty stopped by. I have a lot of questions that still need to be answered. I'm anxious to learn what I'm doing here, and if this K person has the answers. The sun begins to dip below the buildings as the day draws to a close. I drop my apron off in the back office and head out the door. On my way back, I notice movement out of the corner of my eye. Long brown hair bouncing along to the rhythm of her steps. It's the girl from earlier, walking home carrying her books in her arms. Part of me wants to know where she's going. The other part of me doesn't want to look like a mega creep. I'll just keep heading towards my destination. Yeah, don't look like a mega creep, you freaking weirdo. But my longer strides are starting to catch up to her. Oh no. I'd better slow down a little so it doesn't get awkward. I have to think about swinging my arms slower. I know. I'll just put my hands in my pockets instead. That'll solve it. But this slow pace is so abnormal for me. I can't do this. Maybe if I just don't make eye contact, it won't be weird. I slowly gain on her while making a conscious effort to look in the other direction, periodically glancing back to gauge my progress. The unthinkable happens. During one of my quick glances, our eyes meet for only a brief moment. It's just walking. Her pace begins to quicken. Reflexively, so does mine. At this point, I don't understand how my own legs operate. I've lost all control of my motor functions. So it's just like... She starts to run, her short, pale legs churning surprisingly quickly. Great. Just great. Is it worse if I run after her? I think it is. But maybe if I run back to Kay's, it will be less awkward. I'm panicking and my cognitive abilities have ceased to exist. I just need to escape this situation. Yeah, you freaking weirdo. How are we still going in the same direction? Does she live in the same neighborhood? What are the chances? I'm too out of shape to be running this much. I'm approaching Kay's house and she's still running in the same direction. This is probably one of the top 10 most embarrassing moments of my life. What a disaster. Yeah, it's up there somewhere. As I approach the door, I see the pretty athletic girl from earlier also coming up to the entrance. The tiny girl in the white shirt runs toward the door and cowers behind her. Was it Sola? Solhyun? They even put her actual name in here. I can't remember right now. That's the least of my problems. She turns her attention to me as I slow to halt, sweating like a pig and panting like a dog. She looks at me with an expression of disgust that should be saved for only the most vile and unforgivable things in this world. What do you think you're doing? Nudi? I think it's Nudi. Is this the stalker you said you were dealing with? Stalker? Sola stomps up to me and grabs me by the collar, scowling with all the intensity of a mob boss, ready to bust my kneecaps. If I ever see you near my friend again... Wait! Oh my, what's going on here? I look over and see a silver-haired girl walking towards us with a mildly amused expression. Sola, Nudi, what are you doing with our guest, Devin? This must be Kay. Oh, thank you. Thank the Lord. Hello? Hi. I'm sorry. Me too. It's alright. Oh my god. Hold on. My face cam is actually blocking it. Well, I mean, you see this, you guys see that one. But yo. Let me just move. Y'all know what that is. These are music video shots or screenshots. I believe this is miniskirt. That's quite funny. That's quite funny to see. Nudie covers her face with her hands and shuffles out of the room. Sola stands up, flashes an incredibly uncomfortable grimace, and walks off as well. Great, I got an achievement called Weirdo. So I see you've met your roommates. Lovely. Roommates? Why am I the only dude? Oh shoot. Like, can I at least get a K-pop dude in here? Where's my boy Jungkook? Get my boy V. Let me be roommates with V. My temporary embarrassment quickly dissipates as I remember what I planned to do. I stand up, turn around, and face Kay, who is sitting behind the kitchen counter, chopping vegetables. This is the first time I've really looked at her. Her short silver hair reflects the sunlight and radiates like someone applied a massive Instagram filter to the world. Glowing platinum hair aside, I'm drawn towards her heavily lined eyes, dramatic and cat-like in appearance, in effect only magnified by the amber glow of her irises. For a moment, I'm lost in her surreal presence. It feels warm. It's also literally quite warm in this room. Like, I'm sweating again. This is seriously becoming a problem. Hello? Oh, right, reality. Snap back to reality. Kay, I assume. My gaze wanders to her hands, which are covered in band-aids. She quickly puts her hands behind her back and laughs nervously. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Devon. Did you chop your hand while chopping the vegetables? Chopping the boo-boos? I was thinking, did you get the boo-boos for chopping the vegetables? But then I flipped the words, and then now it just doesn't make sense. Anyways, moving on. Her voice is sweet and feminine, giving the impression of wisdom beyond her years. Also, what is that supposed to mean? Do I look dumb? So why am I here? What's going on? Also, are you saying I look dumb? Of course there are... of course there are questions. I picked you up from the hospital after you passed out in the snow. You've been lying in bed for a few days now. Wait, what? Passed out in the snow. The last thing I remember is picking up the phone on the ground. That can't be right. Is it? Well, you can believe what you want. What reason do I have not to just go home right now? You can do whatever you want, but you might not find much of a home to go back to. What is that supposed to mean? It's a pile of rubble and ash now. Might find it hard to build equity there. Now you're just messing with me. Look it up. You have a phone on you, don't you? All right. Wi-Fi. I reluctantly typed my address into the search bar. To my horror, she's telling the truth. The entire complex burned down the same day, March 3rd. What the? I wouldn't lie to you, would I? I just met you seconds ago. I don't know anything about what you would or wouldn't do. Hey, I know this is a lot to take in. I'm sorry that this happened. But why would you... That doesn't explain why I have a job that I didn't know I had. And why I am living in a nice house with a bunch of beautiful women. Does not compute? You still haven't answered my question. How did 3 days pass, and now I'm here? Where even is this place? New Elvis City, a couple thousand miles south of where you used to be. As for why you're here, of all places, your uncle was a family friend of ours. As a favor, I agreed to take you in for the time being. Still reeling in shock from realizing my old life has been burned to a crisp, Kay wastes no time in continuing her story. Interesting. And so, wait. I need to collect myself. My head is spinning. The world feels like it's tumbling down on me. Deep breaths. Are you alright? Yeah. You remember your uncle, right? The one who died? Passed away. Sorry. And you've been living off his inheritance for the past couple of years. That's correct, right? My heart sinks. There's nobody else in the world that would know about that. Oh, shoot. I clicked too early. Yeah. Right. I know about your situation, Devon. No job, no relationships. I could probably count the number of your friends on one hand. Why does this sound like actual me? This could be the fresh start you need, you know? I didn't come here to be lectured. You're not my mom. When's the last time you spoke to your real mother? Kay seems to recognize the combination of shock, despair, and confusion that I'm feeling. Her expression softens to that of sympathy. Listen, I don't mean to be rude. She walks around the counter towards me. I'm not here to lay pity on you. I'm letting you stay here until you get things figured out, as a favor to the family. They also said I had to, and I'm a little short on the mortgage this month. Speaking of which, how's work? Wait, where are you going? Where did I go? I kept walking down the streets of this foreign city. The sun setting behind me. The long shadows and the reflective glow from the myriad ivory towers were like that of a theater stage. Bright lights illuminating both beauty and flaw alike. I couldn't help but laugh. In the moments where I was most lost and confused, I couldn't help but chuckle. It feels surreal. Like a dream has taken me and won't let go. I kept walking until the end of the road, where I was met with the lake. Oh, okay, music just gone like that, alright. The sun set long ago. The streetlights are on and the moon hangs in the sky. The water is clear enough that you can see the reflection of the trees in the distance illuminated in the moonlight. There is a sense of tranquility here. It lies at the very end of what otherwise is a perfect utopian future, a human monument dedicated to production and high standards of living. The lake is directly at odds with the city across from it by simply existing. In the city, a minute passes like a second. Here, I could spend hours without knowing. It reminds me of my childhood days. Days of innocence, laughter, the eternal summer. Making lots of mistakes, wasting lots of time. And doing it all together, while laughing all the way there. In that moment, I stood there, on the boundary between my old life and new. What do you wish for? I wish I knew. Hey! That honeyed voice called out to me again. Oh. I gave her such a manly voice. I turn around to see Kay, hands on her knees and panting. She struggles slightly before regaining her composure. Don't be like this, Devin. Come home. Home? I probably made a little too light of your situation. I'm sorry. I know this isn't easy for you. I don't think it ever will be. Just come back with me. We'll work through it together. No, just leave me. Leave me here. Leave me here forever and ever. I could use the company. I made too much for dinner. Well, you got 2 other girls in the building with you. Her mouth forms a half smile, a trace of embarrassment at the thought of asking in such a straightforward manner. Alright, home, huh? But really, do I actually look dumb? You know what? Forget what I said. Let's go eat. Are you hungry? I'm hungry. Yeah, you hungry? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're hungry. Yeah, let's go eat some food. Gosh, dang it. So what is it you desire, Devin? Courage, freedom, love. I'll pretend I never did that. Well, this is a dating sim, so I mean, obviously you want to click this, right? Alright, Devin, I will do my best. Okay. What is the cards? Heart of the cards! Exodia! Oh. Outfits. The world that longed for love. Oh! Excuse you? Well, we're gonna go ahead and leave this, here for this first episode. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I know I do have a visual novel already on the channel going, Sounds of Her Love. I think I'm currently going through the DLC portion of it. The after story. I can't remember what it's called. And then I just went ahead and started Angel Wings, another visual novel. And then I did say I was gonna try and get to Katawa Shoujo, but I never did. I'm sorry. But this one really piqued my interest just because it's K-pop related, and I'm kind of into K-pop and all that. Yeah. But anyways, that's gonna do it for this episode. If you guys liked it, go ahead and hit that like button. I would really appreciate it. And if you guys are new here, maybe consider subscribing to the channel. And yeah, this is DevinePlayz, and I'm out. Peace.